Here's what I've came to realize in my years of being a coach and on my own personal journey is most women do not have a food problem. Food has never been the problem. It's actually the story you've attached to food that is the problem. Because here's the thing, you will not rise to your desires or your goals. You will always default to the belief systems that you have about those. So if you don't believe that you are worthy, that is what you will default to. If you believe that food is bad, that is what you'll default to. That's what your brain will start showing you. That's the proof that will be for you, right? It's about changing our food story. You guys, this is a new series that we are starting. It's called Change Your Food Story. I also have my 12-week mentorship where we work together for 12 weeks to help you change your food story, set a goal, and finally break free. And you'll be able to have the tools and the resources to help you navigate this. I don't know, but if you're like me, and I'm assuming because you've tuned into this episode today, that this resonated with you and this is an area you want to work in. And I can tell you, and what I'm going to teach you through this whole series is, understanding nutrition changed everything for me. You know, there's two types of women. The woman that is just unaware, and the woman who really struggles with beliefs. And sometimes we can be a mix of those. So sometimes it's like, we're just unaware. So once we understand nutrition and what food is and does for our body, then it's like we have breakthroughs. But sometimes it's like we can know, but for some reason we don't believe, or we have these really warped beliefs, so we just keep feeling like we're sabotaging ourselves, right? So there's many different things, and that we're going to go over in this series. And so before we get into it today, today's episode is all about awareness. I just want to welcome you. This is our first live recording on YouTube. I am back on YouTube, so welcome my YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you're tuning in from Apple or Spotify, you guys, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here today. If anything resonated with you, if you have questions, if you want to know anything, put them in the comments below. Also see the show notes, everything, the links, how to work with me, come and hang out with me on social media. Everything will be below, as well as a 7-day free trial to the Fit Club app. Fit Club app is your all-in-one female transformation platform where I help you build a fit mind, a fit body, and a fit life. And it truly is a self-relationship app. It truly is something to help you build a healthy relationship with yourself. And so let's get into today's episode. It is all about awareness, right? Like I said in the beginning, it's food has never been the issue. It's the story that you've attached to it, right? The story that you've attached to food. And so what I like to say when I'm working, with my one-on-one clients is, what is the story? What was the relationship with food? What were the beliefs around food growing up? Because it starts at a young age, right? Programming starts young, right? I love saying, this is one of my favorite quotes, and it's by Louise Hay, and it's, a belief is just a thought that you keep repeating, you keep thinking about. So a belief is just a thought, and a thought can be changed. So a belief around food is just a thought, and that can be changed. A lot of the time, our own destructive behaviors or our cycles or our sabotage or these messed up things are just belief systems, and we just have to break them through awareness. And yes, there are certain steps to take. Some of us, like I said, just need education, and like, oh, I didn't know that, boom, we have breakthroughs. Some of us are like, I know that, but I don't believe that because I don't have a good relationship with my body yet. So there's a few things that you have to work through. But the first one I always say is we have to become a detective. We have to become a detective of our thoughts, our behaviors, our patterns, our words, right? That will be an indicator. So what I always say is, in this beginning process of building awareness, and what I want you to do this week is keep a journal or a notes app on your phone and just pay attention to how food makes you feel, how choices around food make you feel, how the thought about meal prepping or tracking macros or calories make you feel. Do you feel how your language, is it good? Is it bad? Do you have cheat days or cheat weekends? What are those beliefs? And then when you start seeing that, can you think back to where that started, right? How did your mom or your dad talk about food, right? How did they talk about their bodies, right? Were they really healthy? Was it unhealthy food? Was it, oh, healthy food is too expensive? Was it, this is good, that is bad? Was it food shaming? Was it body shaming? Was it like, what were the stories? And then when you're going through that, you need to ask, is that ultimately true? Because here's something that I've came, and we're kind of going deep, not so much food, but, and again, this is something that I go into and Change Your Story when I work really deep with, healing your relationship with yourself, is like, you have to be willing to ask. The person may have loved you, but just because they said it was true doesn't mean it's true for you, right? Just because they think it's true, they could say, oh, it's just our genetics, or we're big boned, or this. Is it actually true, or was there just some bad habits? Like, that you really do have to question, even if they loved you. It could be for other things too, about your body or about food. A lot of the times what we call genetics is just bad habits, right? A lot of the time what is just passed down is programming. So you have to be willing to question. And it's when we're willing to question that our answers start coming. Don't be afraid to question everything, because the answers you are seeking are in the questions that you're not asking. So you need to start asking bigger questions, scary questions. Just because someone loved you doesn't mean that it came from a place of wanting to hurt you. They could only give you their level of healing and their level of perception around what they believed is true, right? I grew up where I heard, my mom put her body down lots. My grandma, bread was like, too much bread would make you fat, or like, bad and good food, and like, really bad, poor body image. After you have babies, your body's ruined. Like, just these really weird, warped things that you don't question. And then you take them on as truths, and they become true for you. So then you get really, when it comes to, trying to reach a goal, you have this belief that says, oh, well, I've had babies, or I've hit a certain age, so there's no point now. It's not going to work now. So you have to be willing to question everything. So that's what this first episode is, you guys, is about questioning things. Because here's the thing, your behaviors make sense when you start understanding the story that you've attached to them. I'll say that again. Your behaviors will start making sense when you understand the story you've attached them. Because here's the thing, behavior follows belief. And so if you follow your behaviors, and so for when I work one-on-one with my ladies in our group coaching for Changing Your Food Story, one of the things that I have them do is do an inventory. So we do an inventory of our food. We track food without attachment, without judgment, with grace. And we're just, I always say, you're collecting data. Let's just collect data. Let's just see everything, sips, bites, licks, whatever, handfuls, we're tracking it. How much? Input it. And we have all this information. And then through that process too, we go over, okay, what feelings are coming up? What thoughts come up about yourself, about body, about food, about the decisions? Maybe what are other people saying? And that kind of make you insecure, rub you the wrong way. We need to become a detective. We need to become aware, because without awareness, we don't have the ability to change. And with awareness, we have the ability to change, because awareness brings our ability to see things differently, right? If we choose to. And then we have something called responsibility. So your responsibility from that awareness is your ability to respond differently. It's your ability to respond differently, right? Responsibility is your ability to respond differently, or you can choose to stay stuck, right? This is a process. It's not super fast, but I promise you're going to have so much breakthrough this week. I want to know about it. Please share it with me. It makes my heart so happy. And if there's something that I can help you with deeper, that way I can collect what is coming back for you guys. What is something maybe that the next topic I need to talk on, like I'm seeing, similar patterns. I do have this whole series pre-scheduled, so it's going to kind of be like Netflix binging, okay? So we have the first this first episode, which is awareness. Our next episode is we're going over food is not the enemy, right? We're going to be breaking down, when we fear food, the fear of food. And it can be a real thing, and sometimes we're so in denial, we say we're not, but at the root of it, at the core of it, we are. And so it can come up in things like, oh, I don't have time to meal prep. I don't have time to track. That's too obsessive. And here's the thing, those things aren't, because those things are all neutral. It's the belief that we have attached to those things, or to ourself, or to worth, or what they mean to us. So, you guys, that is it. That is all. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know. Again, share, comment, like it, leave me a review. And whoever came to your mind during this is the person that you are meant to send it to. And whatever spoke to you loudest is the message meant for you. Gosh, I feel like I'm rhyming like Dr. Seuss. That is it. That is all. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. So, for all my podcast listeners, if you want to watch this live, join me live on YouTube. I guess I'm not live, I'm pre-recorded, but I'm with you. You get to see me. This is me recording in my little office. So that is it. That is all, you guys. Until next time, I will see you next week. Bye for now.